Alright guys, welcome back. My new setup. I literally just moved the camera from up here to right here. Right in my vision. Why did I do this? I got my Mac set up and everything else. And so this is probably the first video I'm using my camera again. So welcome back. So today's video is going to be pretty short, pretty decent. I always say it's short, but guess what? It's not. So today's video, I want to talk about a secret tool that I use, and I think that it's going to be good for every freelancer out there who is in 2026 and is trying to make some serious waves in the industry and make some serious buck as a web designer. So, okay, so tools that I'm referring to is Fiverr and Upwork, and those two have been the gold standard and the go-to for the longest time, as long as even I started back in 10 years ago when I started doing WordPress sites and custom Bootstrap 3 sites. Yeah, so I was trying to get into Fiverr and I couldn't do it. I got into Upwork and I couldn't do it. I had put so much into it and I got like literally no nibbles. Nobody hit me up, and you had to use credits, and it just sucked because like you bid and you got outbid by other people from other countries. And to be fair, I was just starting off and it was a long time ago, so I think if I gave it another try, which I think I did 2 years ago, still didn't do anything. So I immediately jumped to the news platform that I'm talking about today and saw like literally immediate results. So let's get into it again. So here is the overall dashboard that you're looking at when you join Contra. So I got your portfolio. This discovery score, really briefly, is basically just each time you post, however much engagement you get, however many posts you have. If this is full, that means that you are in the top 1%. So if it's all the way down back here to like 0, then that means you just started, and as it grows, that's the type of percentage you are seen. You know, like how active are you in this community? So I'm almost to the top. So I think I'm like top 5% at least, not top 1%. But it's all good. It's all good. It's a work in progress. So here it is. So like this is the community thing. This is like Twitter, but it's cool because you get upvotes, which is you only get 2 a day. So it makes it more prestigious. You give them a goat, saying that this is a goat post. You just give it to them, and it brings this person's post up higher and more visible. So it's kind of something really cool. These are like the trending topics. They have these like weekly challenges that you can. The first one that they were giving away 50K, and so like that was a huge one. I know a lot of people on Twitter, or X, jumped onto it and they got their green in because of that. So that was pretty dope. I was on vacation at that time. Otherwise I would have got on there and probably at least walked away with the G. Something. So it has like these cool posts, like it'll show how much you earned, 25K for this person. This is pretty dope. And then it has like different posts from different creatives from a lot of different fields. Motion graphics designer right here. This person was working in Figma and Unicorn Studio, and I don't know what this tool is, but as you can see, you can post what tool you used. This green check mark means it's a verified project, which in short means that you get a client and you have them join Contra and they sign off on the contract. Then they sign up for Contra itself, and so you will get $25 extra on into your wallet right here because they signed up. So more on that in a second. Let me just get through this part. Another thing I like about it is the posts. When you make a post, you can do this A/B test type thing. And so like this is for my Valentine's Day upcoming landing page. So I used Framer and I tagged web design and Valentine's Day just for some visibility. But you do these A/B test type thing so people can vote on which one they like better. And at the end, you get the results in, and pretty much you kind of want to go with that. But based on this person, B feels cleaner. So I'm thinking people, they don't show you the results till it's all done. So that's pretty cool. I'm thinking people are going to pick this one, which if you guys don't know who this is Corey and Topanga from Boy Meets World, aka the greatest couple of all time for a millennial generation like me. Anyway, so that's one cool little feature here. Again, like the more posts you make, the more your discovery score goes up, which means you're cracking into the top percentage of people who post, which a lot of clients will come onto this platform, and guess what? They'll be looking for people to hire. So that's on to my next topic here, jobs. So if you're familiar with Fiverr and Upwork, this is what you'll kind of like know. They'll have a For You page, which is what you are like used to and what kind of gigs you like to receive. So for this example, framer projects, but it doesn't always give you framer projects if like there's none available. So it'll just kind of like, it'll like try and smart match you. So it'll put you with here. Brand expert for personal development, Webflow, which I am very well versed in Webflow. So this one would be really cool. So yeah, there's a bunch of different ones here. And so it kind of works the same as Upwork and Fiverr, except for you're not bidding. As I mentioned at the top of the video, you're not bidding for anything. You click on it, it'll take you to another page where what their ask is. So their budget's this for 8 hours of the week, ongoing. You can apply to it. Here's the overall details. When you apply, you kind of just give a description of what you want. I have my Calendly set up so they can automatically click it, and you can link any posts that you think will be tied to this or like would be good to show off as an example. So in this case, this is a Webflow. So I would go down to my Webflow projects, which is this one and this one. You can select up to 3 and then you just press submit. It won't let me submit because I didn't put this 250 characters. But you don't get any, you don't have any bidding tokens, so you can apply to as many as you want. The one thing I would say is that there's not as many as Fiverr and Upwork. And this isn't like, you do have a pretty good chance. There's a couple of people that did hit me back up, but we just didn't agree on it. You do have a big chance of getting it. And it's no loss to you though, because you're not bidding, you're not paying for any tokens. So why not just apply? But the strong thing is it'll match you too. There's one of them that says, since you can sign up to be a pro or basic. It's kind of like a pay to play type experience, but you don't have to be a pro. But since I am a pro, it'll put you in the top priority and it'll show you these before it shows anybody else, before it shows the people who are not paying. And it's $100 a month. And if you, let's say you sign on 4 clients, you get $25 each. So 4 times 25 is 100. So it'll pay for itself. So you're returning your investment by signing in 4 clients. And again, you don't have to find clients through this job portal. You can find them on your own the way you normally do it, through X, Dribble, word of mouth, local, anything. Any way you can get a client, you just have them join Contra and you get to $25. Which brings me to my next topic, contracting. So how does that work? Let's check it out. You'll go to payments, which is kind of bizarre. It'll do this and you'll click on projects, create a project, and who are you working with? This is where you'll just throw in their email. This is my email, and then it'll say invite, and in which case you will invite them to here if they're not signed up. Otherwise, if they are signed up, their name will be on here like this. But yeah, you throw in their email, talk about the project name and the scope of it. I would highly suggest using ChatGPT to give you a project scope, just to get it in better contracting terms. So, because whatever you put in here is going to be on the contract. Escrow and invoice payments. This is pretty confusing to most, but let's just check this out, shall we? Invoice payment is self-explanatory. It's ongoing work with flexible billing, ideal for existing relationships. So this is like a monthly thing, kind of like a subscription type. So you're working, an ongoing type project. What I like to do, of course, is use escrow, which is you can either do milestones. So let's say the first phase is designing in Figma or Framer. You'll put that like Figma design, or actually the first step would be research and Figma design. Talk about the instructions whenever that is due. Let's say it's due today and you'll get your first 100 or something. Then the next milestone would be development of the site. That's like $300. Then the last one would be handoff, and that's when you get the rest of your money, $2,000. So they'll pay you as the time goes. So you'll get done with the development, they'll give you $300, and you get the final handoff. So it's really cool to you can also toss in the tax wherever you're from. So the tax will be included, but you don't have to, and nobody ever uses that, I don't think. So add contract, use the standard services by Contra. So this is the cool part, pretty game changing. Not sure if Fiverr does this or not, or Upwork. You can use a contract that Contra provides, and it's really clean too. It's got all the legal jargon. It's pretty cool. You can always upload your own, so that's cool, and add more terms. But what I always do is not milestone, because I haven't worked with any long ass projects, but I just do one-time payment. All right, so fixed one-time payment right here. Let's say you add $2,000. You can adjust the percentage. So 50% is what I usually roll with. So you get upfront, you get the 50%, and then if you finish the project, you get the other half, which is the other 1,000 in this case. And if not, then you get the money gets deposited back to the client. So it's a good way to build some trust there. And the next thing I want to talk about is this new feature right here called products. So they are launching it probably next week, where they're gonna have an event. So this isn't officially out yet. I don't have any sales or anything, but that's because it's not launched yet. I highly doubt I get sales anyway. But the good thing about this is you can share your product, your digital product here, right here. You can either share the product link or you can share the checkout link, which is a different thing, which is pretty cool. So for example, you get the link, toss it onto your website. This is mine, so I have like my own digital products here. I could just put it right here and sell it. So that's the cool feature about this. Or you could buy it directly from Contra. But it's just another cool way to add your products. Here's another one, Astro Mode, that I made, which is a brand kit for web design. So if you want to see more how I did this, these prompts and stuff, let me know in the comments. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, so yeah, so these are the products. They launch next week. So it's a pretty cool little preview I'm showing you guys. And lastly, the last thing I want to talk about is how people actually find you. So if a user is coming to Contra and they specifically are looking for web developers, creators, designers, product designers, motion designers, anything really, video editors, they can come here. In my particular case, it would be Framer. So you can search through Framer projects that catches an eye. The user can also search through people. So Framer people, it'll put the top people up here, the top independent creators. These guys are the top that make the most money and post probably the most. So they'll be at the top. I really want to get this top independent badge by the end of the year. I'm pretty close with the discovery score, so I just need to make a little bit more green, but it's all good. So they'll be able to search through here. You can see a couple of guys that are always on Twitter. So it's a good way to get discovered is to just keep posting and put all of your projects, doesn't matter if they're recent or not, onto this profile and pretty much build how you want. Pretty much, yeah, like I said, get discovered. And so this platform overall is just way better than any other platform. If you guys want to join it, but if not, yeah, join it. Follow me. If anything, just follow me and give me a shout out, say what's up, review some of these projects, do whatever, if you found this video helpful. So anyway, thank you guys. Okay, so closing statements. Again, that's Contra. I am obsessed with it because if you're going to be serious about web design and contract work, you definitely should get everybody, post all of your work, like I mentioned, onto Contra and just, build everything up in Contra going forward, because it's still new. Even though it is old, it's starting to have a lot of traction in the community. A lot of people, just based on my research on Twitter and Reddit and stuff, people still don't know about it. I actually got brought on by some guy on Reddit who was like, hey dude, have you ever used Contra before? And I was like, I heard of it, but I never used it. And then after that, I fell in love with it. I took a full day to do my portfolio. I took a full day to do all my services. I gathered all these testimonials from people that I have worked with previously. Any clients that I was getting after the fact, I just threw them on the Contra, got $25 here and there, and it just adds up. So I was able to get a pro membership, and the benefits outweigh anything. I'm able to deliver a contract in seconds as opposed to asking ChatGPT, help me out with the writing. Yeah, pretty much it's just game changing. So closing statements, drop a like, drop a sub. I really hope this video was helpful. I'm putting people on Contra to what's I think is trending and what's gonna help people out in the future, what's working for me. And so I hope that some people find some value in this. And guys, I'll see you in the next one, bros. Also, the merch that I'm wearing is the company that I'm working for, Rock'em Western Wear. Check them out. Everything that I do, everything on the site is done by your boy. Anyway, peace.